दोस्तों, एनवायरनमेंट डे साल में एक बार ही हम सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, लेकिन हम हर दिन एनवायरनमेंट डे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं। ऐसी एक इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी आज मैं आपके लिए लाया हूँ और उसके लिए साथ दिया है आदरणीय कृष्णा मूर्ति सर ने। तांत्रिक दिक्कतों के वजह से मैं उनकी स्काइप पे वीडियो इंटरव्यू नहीं ले सका, इसलिए मैंने उनको कुछ सवाल पूछे। इन्होंने एक रिकॉर्ड किया वीडियो और उसके जवाब भेज दिए और वो मैं अब अपलोड किया है। आप प्लीज देखिए ये वीडियो।
Question 1. Environment is the binding block between human beings who are otherwise separated in the name of religion, caste, creed, language, political boundaries, and more. All of us love elephants. All of us love our rivers. We breathe the air that nature gives us. We drink the water that Mother Nature blesses us with. So nature is what keeps us together. And that's exactly why environment conservation has the power to unite not just Indians, to unite humanity world over.
How you saved so many dying rivers in India, especially in Tamil Nadu, that too in a sustainable way in which a lot of resources are needed. Please share this story.
We at EFI, the Environmentalist Foundation of India, have restored 108 lakes in the last 13 years. And we focus on a scientific, community-based, collaborative conservation effort. The focus largely is to enthuse the local community about a lake or a pond in their neighborhood and to see how we can employ scientific parameters to revive and restore that lake, removing the garbage that's dumped into the lake, construction debris, and treating the sewage that flows into the lake, and to see how we can reintroduce botanical life into the lake, creating geometric nesting islands, percolation trenches, dual bunds, and a protective fence. There are several techniques which are employed depending upon the complexity or the challenges that each lakes face. And that's exactly how we've been able to revive these water bodies. To sustain this effort, there's a large community participation, and EFI is always blessed with wonderful nation builders who readily volunteer as and when we seek their participation. This includes students, working class employees, or this includes senior citizens, men, women, third gender, across religion, across languages. They all come out in big numbers. That's exactly how EFI has grown all these days.
Question 3. You have devoted your almost whole life to saving environment by leaving a great job at Google. How you manage your livelihood with your service for environment?
Environmentalist Foundation of India is a not-for-profit, employs young nation builders in its efforts. I myself am not employed at EFI, but I volunteer as the founder here. For my commercial earning, I run a separate market research agency through which I earn my living, and what I require for my living, I'm able to earn through that agency. EFI is a not-for-profit, volunteer-driven conservation group.
What does your family feel about your work regarding the service to environment and being an entrepreneur?
Not just for me, but for all of us at EFI, our family is spread across the 14 states where we volunteer. And this includes members of the community who come out in big numbers to strengthen our efforts. And they're always supportive, and our immediate bloodline family has definitely been supportive. Without their support and motivation, none of us at EFI could dedicate ourselves to the work that we're doing. And it's not like we're doing a huge service. We are passionate about this cause, we love this cause, and that's why each of us is involved in it. We don't see this as a sacrifice, we rather see this as an opportunity given to fulfill our dreams.
How was your childhood, college and school? Where you activate for environment service back to how you balanced your studies?
I grew up in suburban Chennai, in southwest Chennai, and I grew up amidst a lot of snakes, frogs, because there were too many water bodies in and around my house. And this actually gave me an early introduction to biodiversity and the fact that we need to respect nature. And not just Chennai, anywhere in India you would see that a tree, snake, to a bird, to every life is worship, which teaches us values on how we need to conserve all the other life forms and should not think great about ourselves. And that's what was passed on to me from my school, through my college, to whomever I've met. And I've always been blessed to interact with wonderful human beings who are equally passionate about nature. That's how I got drawn into this field, and have been further blessed with so many others who've come to strengthen these efforts.
Does lack of education do lack of education is a problem or civic servants attitude, or can blaming builder lobby and minister relationship? Who is responsible?
Collectively, we are all responsible. Whether we are literate, illiterate, whether we are this religion, that religion, we are from north, south, east or west of India, what language we speak, all this doesn't matter. Human beings, all of us are collectively responsible for everything that's going wrong in this planet, because all of us have an equal role, from the pollution to the garbage that we generate, to the liquid waste that we generate, to the kind of cruelty that we impose on animals. All of us are equally responsible, and unless and until all of us take part, this will not stop. I'm not even sure if that day will come when everybody is so sensitive, conscious to conserve what is left. That is why this is a challenge.
Biodiversity parks you were involved in creating. Please explain what is that, how you created.
Every school child has a dream to run around a garden where there are plants which have beautiful colorful flowers, or nectar bearing fruits with butterflies, and most schools today do not have space for this, or we've made our cities and rural pockets in such a way that we're concretizing everywhere. The biodiversity park idea came up when we visited so many schools where students were interested, but they couldn't come out to volunteer with us. So we started creating these small gardens within the schools, and we planted a lot of herbs. We planted berry, nectar bearing small plants, and that's how we recreated these gardens within schools. And now we have the opportunity to create them in our lakes too. The Alleri Lake in Tambaram, Chennai is a fine example, or the Madanakuppam Pond again in West Chennai, and we are soon going to have floating islands at the Musi Rani Sagar in Alwar, which is a project to be supported by Hinduja Foundation. So this is how we create these biodiversity parks.
You might have faced tough or despair situations in life. How you manage to come out, as many young people are more in India who get into mental illness due to tough times?
Challenging times are there for everybody in every field. It's about the kind of relationship that we've built with people around us. And as I've mentioned earlier, I've been blessed with a wonderful set of people I get to work with, and people at home, or in general, Mother India blesses all of us to carry forward with all the work that we do. We learn from every challenge, and without that, I think life will become boring. So I'm grateful to every single individual who supported and who stood by me during all the tough times. Thank you.
This is the last question. Do you have any question for me? Please ask.
No, I don't have any question. Thank you to Vaman Matters and its viewers. Please do follow EFI's Hydrostan, which is Hindustan's water stories, on YouTube. You just have to search for Environmentalist Foundation of India on YouTube, and you'll be able to find Hydrostan stories. Stories of water from Odisha, from Gujarat, from Meghalaya, from Andamans to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, to Jammu and Kashmir. There are water stories from across the country that we have documented. Subscribe to EFI on YouTube, you'll be able to watch Hydrostan episodes. And if you are somebody who's passionate about lakes, ponds, rivers, do send us your entries. It could be a photo, it could be a video, it could be a write-up. It could be in Hindi, Bengali, Odia, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, Bihari, Bhojpuri, whatever is the language, right? Please send us content about lakes, ponds and rivers. We will publish that on our blog platform lakesofindia.com. So I would request all of you to go check out, especially viewers of Vaman Matters, please go check out Hydrostan on YouTube and Lakes of India blog. Do volunteer for India and her environment with EFI. Jai Hind.